What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for another episode of 7 on Sunday. Sorry I pretty much missed last week, but I do hope that those of you who made it to the live stream thought that that was okay, maybe a worthy replacement instead. Let's get back on track with this countdown series. Today, I am going to be talking about 7 of the most cringe-inducing, some of the worst lyrics that I have ever heard. 7 of the worst lyrics of all time. Now obviously, this is not a definitive list, and I would be open to hearing some of the other cringeworthy lyrics that you've heard maybe in recent pop, rock, or rap music. Comment them down below and let me of course know what you think of the list today. For this countdown, I will play you a snippet of each song that contains the horrible lyrics in question, and then I will read aloud these poetic nightmares and disasters to you guys, just to show you how ridiculous they sound. They only get worse as it goes on. Thanks for being here for this episode of 7 on Sunday. Let's go ahead and kick off the countdown. Don't forget to leave a like on the video.
White boys pimpin' like the KID, and it's all good. I got love for my homies. We roll thick, kick ass like donkeys. Anybody fucks with you, I'm gonna whack 'em. Devil without a cause, I'm going black.
And it's all good. I got love for my honkies. We roll thick, kick ass like donkeys. That was from the mind of Kid Rock from his album Devil Without a Cause and the song Devil Without a Cause. This album is not only rotting garbage that is just decayed further and further over the years, this lyric in particular always struck me as excruciatingly bad. It's something that if you listen to Kid Rock, I feel like you've just been injected with Novocaine and you have to be listening to it like, oh, that sounds pretty good. You gotta be faded off of something to be enjoying Kid Rock's music, at least in my opinion. His early stuff, I mean, it's just, I don't understand how. And I could have picked so many lines from this very song talking about a sawed-off shotgun, and then, you know what, I don't even want to get into it. If you pull up the lyrics on Genius, you can read through this disaster for yourself. But this line in particular struck me as so bad. And it's all good. I got love for my honkies. I think honkies is what people sometimes refer to white people as, but Kid Rock is white. I don't know if he saw himself, at least at this time, as something else, kind of like J-Rock from the Trailer Park Boys. Who knows what was going through Kid Rock's mind? Probably a lot of cocaine and other various drugs and alcohol. And yeah, then he moves on to We Roll Thick, Kick Ass Like Donkeys. And as most people know, at least if you've been to elementary school, ass is another word for donkeys. That's something that you laugh at in 4th grade and then probably never think about again. Well, for Kid Rock, that was something where he thought, I'll be a clever singer/rapper on my debut album. And we got that line. We roll thick, kick ass like donkeys. Get it? Ass. Donkeys. Bye.
I'm drinking, I'm singing. On the mic to my voice hoist, then I fill the tub up halfway, then ride it with my surfboard, graining on that wood, graining on that wood.
Then I ride it with my surfboard, graining on that wood, graining on that wood. Beyonce from Drunken Love. Oh boy. I hated this song. In fact, I detested it from first listen. And I thought about putting something maybe from Formation or maybe something like 7-Eleven, but there just weren't enough lyrics there, especially in 7-Eleven, because it's basically just put my hands up, or I do something with my foot or my fucking leg the whole time. The whole damn song, that's all it is. So I had to pick something with, I guess, a little bit more of an actual line. And listening to this song, this is the most unsexy and unflattering thing that I have ever heard. Beyonce's singing to Jay-Z. In fact, he's featured on this very song. And she's talking, I guess, about being wet. So I ride it with my surfboard. In case you did not get it the first time, she likes to repeat herself here. So she's riding it with her surfboard, which I'm assuming she's saying, my vagina's wet, fuck me. But she's graining on that wood. I don't know how many surfboards are made of wood. I'm not really a surfer myself. I've never been on a wooden surfboard, although I've spent some time on them. maybe that's a thing, but I guess she was trying to make a clever euphemism and a time between the surfboard and, you know, her being wet and ready to go, and Jay-Z was having that wood, you know, like penis. Ha! This is like something that's so elementary once again. It's just like, how are we passing this off as like lyrics in like a popular song that's getting played all the time, whether it be in public, just like coming on Pandora stations or just on the regular radio, people loving it on Spotify and that sort of thing. This was a big hit and it contained this line. Holy God, it's hot garbage. It's hot garbage. That's all I can say about it. And it makes me cringe every single time.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty.
She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. 2 Chainz from his birthday song. You know, I never really thought of 2 Chainz as much of the mastermind, but this is one that I heard, and it was around the time that he had just started really taking off. I think he did a collaboration with Kanye West, and this one dropped, and I listened to it for the first time, and I thought to myself, 2 Chainz, not only are you not a gentleman nor a scholar, but you are a scumbag, you are a douchebag for putting this out in the world. I mean, how uninspired can you get in terms of your lyrics? I get that maybe it's hard to come up with clever rap lines all the time, but he literally says something that is just right in front of him that anybody could write. 2 Chainz, you never were the smartest one in the bunch, were you? She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Well, that's just really good for you. That's like, you know, just telling the kid that he did great on his art assignment and you're gonna put that up on the refrigerator. But you're not really gonna do that. And it's like somebody at the record label said, yeah, 2 Chainz, aka Titty Boy, that's a great line. She's got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. That makes sense. She's got a big booty, why not call her Big Booty?
My wrists, then I piss on bitches. You can suck my Disney if you take this justice. You don't like them disses, give my ass some kisses. Yeah, they know what this is. Give it just a business.
Ice on my wristies, then I piss on bitches. You could suck my Disney if you take these jizzes. That was Nicki Minaj from Stupid Hoe. That song is just one of the worst that I have ever heard, an absolute train wreck, not even really music to my ears whatsoever. And I find that to be the case for a lot of Nicki Minaj's music. Her lyrics are awful, just so bad that I can't even tolerate multiple listens. I remember the first time that I got in a car where somebody I knew was playing Stupid Hoe. I don't think I've spent much time with them recently. Stupid Hoe is one of those things that is so bad overall, but this in particular is just the pinnacle of cringe. Ice on my wristies, so a little brag there about, you know, having the swag and the jewelry and the money and everything. Then I piss on bitches. I think that's supposed to be just asserting dominance or something like that, not obviously literally pissing on them, but that's quite the image. I don't know if she's just trying to be graphic and grotesque just for the point of like just doing so for the sake of proving something. But for me, it doesn't come off as anything other than just awful and just like, what are you doing? Who approved this? Who put stuff like this to record? And then they're like, yeah, that's it. Ice on my wristies, then I piss on bitches. You could suck my Disney. That sounds like something that Lil Jon and the East Side Boys would say in 2002. Crunk past. Nicki Minaj, why are you resurrecting terms like Disney? That needs to die forever. And then if you take these jizzes, I don't even know what that's supposed to, I don't even know where she's going with this. Rap often doesn't make sense to me, especially just random rap verses that are just clearly rhyme for the sake of finding things that rhyme. But I don't know what you could suck my Disney if you take these jizzes even means. Feel free to explain in the comments.
Sometimes we swim around like the dolphins in the ocean of our hearts.
Oh, we are really in the thick of it now. This is from LFO. Sometimes we swim around like the dolphins in the ocean of our hearts. If you know anything about the early 2000s, you know that LFO was unfortunately some essential listening. And now going back and kind of decoding some of these lyrics, well, there's nothing to decode whatsoever. It was just a bunch of nonsense slapped together and packaged in this little pop rock thing that was supposed to be cool for the teens and the perfect summer soundtrack music, and that's why it was played in stuff like American Pie and other movies that were made and marketed towards teenagers. But just listen to how awful this is. Sometimes we swim around like the dolphins in the oceans of our hearts. What does that mean? Do you have a mammal swimming around in one of your primary organs, dolphins in the ocean of your heart? I don't know what romance novel you pulled that from, but it's not clever, it's not witty, it's not romantic, it's not smart, it's not anything other than awful. Condemn it, send it to the morgue.
She wants to break up every night, then tries to fuck me back to life.
Let us read from the Book of Poetry by the Chainsmokers. She wants to break up every night, then tries to fuck me back to life. Thank you. That will be all for our session today. She wants to break up every night, then tries to fuck me back to life. Who are you? I get that the whole frat bro thing is your whole shtick for the Chainsmokers and whatnot, but this is your attempt at making this pop rock type song with a lot of energy and a lot of bounce to it. Not only does it sound god awful musically, but this song is atrocious and it's bad. It's for the sake of anybody involved in this relationship. If somebody's literally trying to fuck Drew Taggart back to life, I have to say, why? You realize that you could do better, right? Please know that you can do better than somebody who would write a song about you and say that you are trying to fuck them back to life. I don't know if maybe he's saying oh, wow, we have such rough sex that I pass out. Then we break up after that makeup sex, and then she tries to fuck me back to life afterwards. And then he says right after that, how can I help it if I like the way she makes me feel it? What is the it in this scenario? I could do a whole analysis on just how bad this song is, breaking it down lyric by lyric. The chorus is god awful. She's got 7 personalities. Everyone's a tragedy is another one of the lines that just sticks out as being just penetrating my mind, awful, put a bullet in my head. I don't ever want to hear this song again type of lyric. But of course, surpassing all of those is the initial line in question. She wants to break up every night, then tries to fuck me back to life. I don't even think I can say anything else. You do the math on this one.
With that kitty hello. Take a step back, then I bust it up, bust it like mellow. Aiming at you and your fellows. My new bitch yellow, she blow that dick like a cello.
My new bitch yellow. She blow that dick like a cello. That's Lil Yachty on Peekaboo. What a lyrical mastermind this dude is. This kid is 19, maybe almost 20 at this point. And for me, he is a musical abomination. He is a disgrace to music overall. And here, he obviously shows off that he has no idea what a cello actually is. And he even went as far as annotating that on Genius, giving his verified annotations, saying and apologizing for the fact that he got confused. He apparently watched some SpongeBob episodes and said, oh, I thought that it was a wooden instrument because, Squidward plays that. Not only did he get it wrong about a cello being a woodwind instrument, he got it wrong about what Squidward plays on SpongeBob. Was this dude stoned back in the day growing up as a kid and he just didn't even have the brain cells to comprehend what was right in front of him and obviously said all the time on SpongeBob, "It's a clarinet, Lil Yachty. It's a clarinet." My new bitch yellow, is that some sort of reference to a racist term? Asian people were often called yellow back in the day, and if so, then that is such a backwards thing to say. Maybe it's not. I don't understand everything in rap, but that starts off the line. And then obviously right after that, the main thing in question here, she blow that dick like a cello. Not only would it never be sexy for you to compare you getting a blowjob to any kind of instrument, what would I say? She give that rim job like a guitar chord being struck? I don't know. I don't know how that would ever work out in anyone's favor, but do us all a favor, little Yachty. Please, it is time to stop. That's it, guys. My picks for 7 of the worst and most cringe-inducing lyrics of all time. Let me know what you thought of my picks in the comment section down below. Comment some of your own choices, and if you're able to, support on Patreon to help cool videos like this keep coming on a monthly basis for Beyond ARTV and ARTV as well. It's the top link in the description, or else the card in just a second on screen in the end slate. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. You can click right here to go to my Patreon page if you would like to see a couple of recent videos, including the most recent episode of 7 on Sunday. They are floating right here in the annotations below me. All of my social media can be found in the description, and other than that, I'll see you very soon for more videos on Beyond ARTV.